Hey everybody, welcome to the Dano channel. I am Dano, and I'm back with more Rogue One Star Wars Micro Machines. Star Wars Rogue One Micro Machines. What order is that supposed to go in? The world may never know. Today, we've got yet again another Star Wars Micro Machines playset. Now, if you've been watching any of my Star Wars Micro Machines videos, one thing you should know is that there is an Amazon link to each one of them in the video description. So if you haven't checked that out and you want to get your own, that's how you do it. It helps out the channel, and you can get your own for a pretty decent price. Today we're going to be looking at a set called Rebel Pursuit. Now this is a smaller set. The last ones that we've done were all larger. They had figures, they had vehicles. This is just going to be a vehicle pack. Now let's just take a look at the outside of the packaging here. So notice, again, I love the artwork on these. I really do love all the artwork. So it says Rebel Pursuit. We've got some explosion thing happening over here in the corner. We have a U-wing in a slightly different position. It's got its wings like folded back. We have a Y-wing there. It looks really cool. I like the purpley pinkness of space going on in the artwork here. And then look, looming behind them is the Death Star. And of course there's our little notice saying to go to the back of the package and take a look at the app. And this is for the Star Wars Hasbro Studio Effects app, because in the bottom, this little blue thing right here contains a QR code, which I will be putting on the screen and showing you guys once I open it. So you can download that and add that to your app and do cool little videos, add special effects, and do your own little Star Wars scenes. So let's take a look while they're in the package of what we got working here. We've got a Death Star. Now this is an interesting looking, it's a full-on round Death Star. He's got weird holes on the top. I don't know what that's all about. I've got another U-wing, but this time the wings are in a different position. And then I've got an X-wing. And look at it, it's got like rust. I almost thought it was like from Dagobah with the stuff on it, like all the swampy stuff. The package labels it as Death Star X-Wing Fighter and Rebel U-Wing Fighter. So that's what we're working with here. But shall we get into the unboxing? You guys want to see what it's like when I pop this thing open? Let's do it, shall we? Here we go. Oh, almost a clean opening. Almost a clean opening. That's okay though. I like it. I just love these packages. They look so good. Okay. So, before I show the figures, I want to show you guys the QR code. So it's this blue paper, you open it up, and right on here there is this QR code, and if you scan that in your Star Wars Studio Effects app, it'll unlock something really cool for you. So if you haven't done it already, go back and watch some of my other videos, because any of the ones that have this code, I'm putting it in the video for you guys. Alright, next, let's get these things out. I guess I should get the Death Star out first. Let's do that. Oh, it's so crinkly. Oh, it's a ball. It's look at it. It's a little weeble wobble marble ball. It's got a little trench going down the center. That's really cool looking. All right, we'll get close-ups of that in just a minute. Let's take out our U-wing. That looks really cool. I like it. I like it. And I've got my X-wing. Again, X-wing looks really cool, but it's got that weird brown stuff. Don't know what that's all about, but we'll find out soon enough. Now it is time for the close-ups. Let's take some close-up looks at this here Death Star. Can we get a good focus going? Can we get a good focus? There we go. Take a look at that. I like all the texture. The texture looks good. It almost looks dirty. That's okay though. I don't know what to feel about these holes through it. It's hollow, but it does have a hole at the bottom to so you can put this on a little display stand. I don't know. It looks pretty cool, but again, I really don't know what to think of it. Interesting. Alright, so let's look at our U-wing next. Take a look at it. It's different because it's kind of open wing. Looks good though. It looks the same as the other one. Let's compare it to my other U-wing. Let's see what those two look like right next to each other. Okay, so if we put them like this, it almost looks like the older one is bigger, but that's just because the wings are folded in. It actually should measure to be just about the exact same size. So that's kind of interesting. Looks like the paint on the newer one on that gray part is a little sloppy. If you notice, see how kind of it's all kind of wonky looking? There it is. You can see how it's not really straight. Here it's way more straight. This one's a little sloppy. But those wings fold out and it looks really cool. So there's two different looks at what the U-wing can do and what it looks like. That'll be interesting to see how they use that in the movie. Next up we've got our X-wing. Now notice this is an X-wing whose wings are closed up. There we go, there's a better focus. You can see the wings are closed up. You can see the back view. And it's funny how they choose to put detail on some things like all that dirt and stuff, but then on the back was very plain. Now let's put it next to another X-Wing from recent series. I'm not seeing any real difference in the sculpt. Looks like they've got the same sculpt going on them. I don't know, do you guys spot any differences or anything? I don't really see much. It looks like they're sculpted very, very similar. Maybe a little bit in this little back area. Right in there, it looks like that might be a little different than the shape of that one. I don't know, you guys tell me, what do you think's going on here? You know, in a recent video, someone pointed out to me that it's a possibility that this X-Wing might be a prototype for the Empire, and that would be its colors. My mind was seriously blown when I saw that. I was like, that's a genius idea. Of course, why wouldn't it be the Empire's prototype? That's just great. Now, I like this set. This is a really cool set. I like that I get an alternate U-Wing. That's really the best part. The Death Star is whatever. I mentioned this in a previous video that you can't really compare the scale of the two. Like, you know, this Death Star would be gigantic compared to the U-Wing. So this Death Star is like purely decoration. So I can't really do anything with this Death Star. But it is cool to have one. So there's that. Guys, let me know what you think about this set down in the comments below. And if you know what's going on behind me, if you know what that is, leave a comment down below. I bet there's a lot of you who don't even know what that is or that it existed. So, there you go, a little trivia for you. If you guys are new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're not new around here, do me a favor, share this video with another Star Wars Micro Machines fan. Leave me a big thumbs up. I love having you guys as part of the Dano channel family. And until next time, may the Force have with you. And goodbye forever.